everyone, welcome to Fameworld Educational Hub. I am Aishwarya Saxena, and in this video we will talk about interview questions in Python programming. Let's deep dive into important interview questions with their proper answers and explanation. This is part 1 of this video. There are going to be multiple parts with multiple important questions for your interview preparation and viva voce. Question 1. What are Python's key features? Interpreted, dynamically typed, object-oriented, extensive libraries, platform independent. When we talk about interpreted, Python is an interpreted language, meaning the code is executed line by line. It is dynamically typed, that means variables do not require explicit declaration. It is object-oriented, that is Python support object-oriented program, that is object-oriented programming OOPS concept. Extensive libraries. A vast standard library supports tasks like data manipulation, web development, and many more. It is platform independent. That means code can run on any platform with a Python interpreter. Knowing Python's feature demonstrates your understanding on its strength and versatility. Question 2. What are Python's data type? Int, float, str, bool, list, tuple, and dictionary. These are fundamental of any Python program and are often used in problem solving. Question 3. Explain Python's GIL, that is Global Interpreter Lock. The GIL ensures that only one thread executes Python bytecode at a time, even on multi-core processors. It simplifies memory management but limits multi-threading performance. This is a common question for advanced roles, highlighting Python's threading limitation. Question 4. What is the difference between deep copy and shallow copy? Shallow copy copies the object but not nested objects. If there are changes in the nested objects, it reflects in both copies. Deep copy copies the object and all its nested objects. That is, it is independent copy. This is essential for working with complex data structures. Question 5. What is Python's self keyword? The self keyword is used to represent the instance of the class in method. It must be explicitly passed to access instance variables and methods. Demonstrates your understanding of Python's object-oriented programming concepts. Question 6. How is memory managed in Python? Automatic garbage collection, reference counting, and managed heap. If we talk about the automatic garbage collection, Python uses a garbage collector to free unused memory. It has reference counting, that is, an object is deleted when its reference count drops to 0. It is having the managed heap, that is, memory allocation is handled in a private heap. Memory management is crucial for writing efficient codes. Question 7. Explain Python's decorator, and it is really very important question. Decorators are functions that modify the behavior of another function or method. They are often used for logging, access control, and performance profiling. The example is as follows. Knowing decorators shows familiarity with higher order functions. Question 8. What are list comprehensions in Python? List comprehensions provide a concise way to create lists. The example is as follows. List comprehensions are essential for writing efficient and clean code. Question 9. How does Python handle exceptions? Python uses try, except, else, and finally blocks to handle exceptions. Example is as follows. Exception handling is vital for robust code. Question 10. What is the difference between is and double equal? Is compares object identity, whether two references point to the same object. Double equal compares object value. Example is as follows. Demonstrating knowledge of identity versus equality. Equality clarifies your understanding of Python's internals. 11. What are Python's mutable and immutable types? Mutable types can be changed after creation. Immutable types cannot be changed after creation. Example is as follows. Understanding mutability helps in designing efficient data structures. Question 12. Explain Python's with statement. The with statement ensures proper resource management such as closing files automatically after use. The example is as follows. The with statement simplifies resource management and prevents resource leaks. Question 13. What are Python generators and why are they used? Generators are iterators that yield items one at a time using the yield keyword. Example is as follows. Use case. Generators are memory efficient, especially for large data sets. Question 14. What is the difference between deep copy and copy? Copy creates a shallow copy of the object. Copy is basically a function which is available in the NumPy module, which can be used for creating a shallow copy. When we talk about deep copy, it creates a deep copy where all objects are recursively copied. The example is as follows. Question 15. What are Python's namespaces? Namespaces are containers that store names, that is, variables, and their corresponding objects. The types could be local, global, and built in. Local is inside a function, global is at the script level, whereas built in core Python names like len. Example is as follows. Understanding namespaces prevents conflicts and errors in variable scoping. How is Python's lambda function different from a normal function? Lambda function is also known as anonymous function, which is created with the lambda keyword. Normal function defined using def keyword. Example is as follows. Lambdas are used for simple short-lived function. Question 17. What are Python meta classes? Meta classes define how classes are created. By default, Python uses type as the meta class. Custom meta class can control the class creation process. Example is as follows. Meta classes are an advanced feature used in frameworks like Django. Question 18. What is Python's static method and class method? Static method decorator and class method decorator. A static method decorator is a method that does not access the class or instance, whereas the class method decorator is that takes the class itself with the help of the CLS as the parameter as the first argument. Example is as follows. Question 19. Explain Python's pass, continue, and break. Pass, continue, and break are the three keywords which are present in Python. Pass, placeholder that does nothing. Continue, skips the current iteration and moves to the next. Break, exits the loop prematurely. Example is as follows. Question 20. What is Python's init__init__dot py file? The init file indicates that a directory should be treated as a Python package. It can also execute initialization codes for the package. Example is as follows. It is essential for creating modular and reusable code structures. What is the difference between property and a regular method in Python? Answer. Property turns a method into a read-only attribute. Regular method explicitly called with parameters. Example is as follows. Property allows controlled access to private attributes. Question number 22. Explain Python's method resolution order, that is MRO, method resolution order. MRO is the order in which Python locks for methods in a hierarchy of classes during inheritance. Python uses the C3 linearization algorithm. The example is as follows. MRO ensures a predictable and consistent method lookup order. Question number 23. What is the purpose of Python's ABC module? The ABC module allows the creation of abstract base classes. ABC stands for abstract base classes, enforcing the implementation of certain methods in derived class. Example is as follows. The ABC module is essential for defining interfaces in Python. Question number 24. What is the difference between isInstance method and isSubclass method? IsInstance checks if an object is an instance of a class or its subclasses, whereas isSubclass checks if class 1 is a subclass of class 2. The example is as follows. Both are critical for type checking in dynamic typing. Question number 25. What is the __slot___ attribute in Python? The slots attribute restricts the creation of instance attributes to a predefined set, reducing memory usages. Example is as follows. __slots__ is used in memory optimization. Question number 26. How does Python handle method overloading? Python does not support traditional method overloading, that is, multiple methods with the same name but different parameter list. Instead, it uses default arguments or variable length argument. Example is as follows. Python's flexibility simplifies method handling without overloading. Question number 27. What are Python's magic methods? Magic methods or dunder methods are special methods surrounded by double underscores and define the behavior of objects for built-in operations. Example is as follows. Understanding magic methods is the key for operator overloading. Question number 28. What is the difference between deep copy and pickle? Deep copy creates a recursive copy of objects, whereas pickle serializes and deserializes Python objects to or from byte stream. Example is as follows. Pickle is used for persisting objects, while deep copy is for cloning in memory. Question number 29. What is the difference among map, filter, and reduce functions? Map applies a function to each item in an iterable. Filter filters item based on a condition, whereas reduce aggregates item into a single value. The example is as follows. Knowing functional programming tools is valuable for concise code. Question number 30. How do you implement multi-threading in Python? Python provides a threading module for multi-threading. However, due to the GIL, it is more suited for input-output bound task than CPU bound task. Example is as follows. Familiarity with threading and the GIL is vital for writing concurrent applications. We have already talked about the GIL in our previous video in the series. So I hope that you have watched that video. I have already provided the links of the series and the previous videos in the description below. What are meta classes in Python? How are they used? A meta class in Python is a class of a class that defines how a class behaves. Classes themselves are instances of meta classes. The default meta class in Python is type. The example is as follows. Meta classes are useful for enforcing constraints or dynamically modifying classes' behavior. Question number 32. How do you measure the performance of a Python script? You can use the timeit module for precise timing of small code snippets or profiling tools like cprofile for an entire script. Example with timeit is as follows. This helps identify bottlenecks in your code. Question number 33. What are weak references in Python? Why are they useful? A weak reference allows one object to reference another without increasing its reference count, which is useful for catching and preventing memory leaks. Example is as follows. Weak references are ideal for maintaining references to objects that can be garbage collected. Question number 34. What is monkey patching in Python? Is it recommended? Monkey patching refers to dynamically changing a class or module at runtime. It is generally discouraged due to maintenance risk. Example is as follows. Used with caution, it can lead to unpredictable behavior. Question number 35. What are Python's collections module feature? The collections module provides specialized data structure like counter, default DQ, ordered list, named tuple, and more. Example is as follows. The module simplifies many common programming tasks. Question number 36. Explain Python's getAttr, setAttr, and delAttr, that is get attribute, set attribute, and delete attribute. These are methods to intercept attribute access, setting or deleting, allowing dynamic behavior. Example is as follows. These methods are key for dynamic attribute handling. Question number 37. What are Python's coroutines and how do they differ from generators? Coroutines are special generators that can pause and resume execution but also accept input via send method. Example is as follows. Coroutines are used for asynchronous programming. What is the purpose of functions.lru underscore catch? LRU underscore catch is a decorator that catches functions results to optimize repeated calls with the same argument. Example is as follows. It is useful for memorization. Question number 39. How can you create custom decorators in Python? It is really very important question. Custom decorators are functions that take another function as input, add functionality and return it. Example is as follows. Decorators enhance or modify function behavior. Question number 40. How does Python's garbage collection work? Python uses reference counting and a cyclic garbage collector to manage memory. An object is garbage collected when its reference count drops to 0. Cycles are handled by the garbage collectors. Example is as follows. Understanding garbage collection help avoid memory leaks. Question number 41. What are Python asynchronous features and how do async and await work? Python supports asynchronous programming using async and await. Functions defined with async are coroutines that can be paused and resumed with await. Example is as follows. Asynchronous features allow for non-blocking input-output operations, improving program responsiveness. Question number 42. Explain the difference between deep copy and shallow copy. Shallow copy copies the outer object but references inner objects. Deep copy recursively copies all objects. Example is as follows. Use deep copies to avoid unintended changes to mutable objects. Question number 43. What is the Global Interpreter Lock (GIL) in Python? Why is it significant? The GIL is mutex that protects access to Python objects, ensuring only one thread executes Python bytecode at a time, even on multi-core system. Improves thread safety, limits true multithreading for CPU-bound tasks, but is less restrictive for input-output bound tasks. Use multiprocessing or external libraries like NumPy. Question number 44. What are context managers in Python? How do you create a custom one? A context manager is used to manage resources like files efficiently using the with statement. Custom context manager example is as follows. Ensures resources are properly cleaned up. Question number 45. What are Python design patterns and how do you implement the singleton pattern? Design patterns are reusable solutions to common problems. Singleton ensures only one instance of a class exists. Example is as follows. Useful for managing shared resources like configurations. Question number 46. What is the difference between is and double equal in Python? Is checks if two variables refer to the same object. Identity comparison. Double equal checks if two variables have the same value. Value comparison. Example is as follows. Use is for identity comparison, especially with none. Question number 47. What are Python's data classes and why are they useful? Data classes provide a decorator and functions for automatically adding boilerplate method. For example, init and wrapper to classes. Example is as follows. Simplifies code for classes primarily used to store data. Question number 48. What are Python's memory management functions? Automatic garbage collection, reference counting, weak references. Automatic garbage collection removes unused objects. Reference counting tracks object references, whereas weak references prevent references count from increasing unnecessarily. Example is as follows. Memory management is automatic but can be manually controlled if needed. Question number 49. Slots. Why and when would you use them? Slots restrict the attributes a class can have, saving memory by avoiding a per instance dict. Example is as follows. Use for memory optimization in large objects. Question number 50. How can you optimize Python code for better performance? Use built-in functions, avoid global variables, profile the code, use generators, use C extensions. Using built-in functions can be faster and optimized. Avoiding global variables by using local variable instead. Profile the code. Use tools like C profile. Use generators. Save memory for large data. Use C extensions, libraries like NumPy and Cython. Example is as follows. Focus on algorithm efficiency and profiling tools for bottlenecks. I hope you have enjoyed this video and you have gained some knowledge and have understood the important questions which we have discussed in this series. Stay tuned for more such videos and do not forget to subscribe. Please put your queries in the comment section below so we can help you out with your queries. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned and do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and stay tuned.